I'm kind of homesick for a country to which I have never been before. No sad goodbyes will there be spoken, and time won't matter anymore. Beulah land, I'm longing for you, and someday on thee I'll stand. There my home shall be eternal. Beulah land, sweet Beulah land. I'm looking now across that old river to where my faith shall end in sight. There's just a few more days to labor, and I will take my heavenly flight, Beulah land, I'm longing for you, and someday on thee I'll stand. There my home shall be eternal. Beulah land, sweet Beulah land. Beulah land, sweet Beulah.
We'll use Rumble because Rumble will give me immediate feedback. Okay, whether I do that on Twitch or not, there we go. It's working. So we can close that. I have the chat open. Let's try to get this to load up. All right. Well, it's not going to let me change the screen. So anyway, the question is, if at birth you could select the profession your child would eventually pursue, would you do so? The quick answer is no, because the world changes so quickly, you never know what professions are going to be still in use. 150 years ago, a buggy whip manufacturer might want his son or daughter, probably son, to go into the buggy whip manufacturing process and become the owner. But that company's no longer, that profession is no longer of any serious value except for the artisans. A person that knew how to make a vacuum tube was valuable at one point. But now the only people that use vacuum tubes are purists in the early 50s amp companies or business. So would I choose a profession? No, I wouldn't, because I don't know what's going to be around the corner. But more importantly, their genetic creation, the genetics of a child are of the both parents, not just the man. And you never know what that combination is going to create until it does. And you never know what uh, what life events are going to take place that determine what field they go into. Now, what would I like? Well, to brag, I would like him to be a missionary or a preacher, or if it's a woman, a great singer. But that's really not important, and it's not up to me. And I want them to be what God has called them to be. Now, as God reveals to me those skill sets that they have a natural talent for, I'm going to encourage those, nurture those, so that whatever they become, they will hit the ground running and have the best potential, pardon me, best potential to be the best at whatever they pursue. Now, something I will do is I will teach my boy how to throw a knuckleball. The knuckleball in baseball is one of the hardest pitches to hit. And it really is hard to throw properly. A good knuckleballer is a clinch pitcher that will take out the big guys because they know how to throw that ball just perfect so that it goes through the air without any uh, spin to it, unless that's what they want, a little bit of spin to alter it. But it will go in random directions because of the airflow over it. And I will teach my boy that. If he's got the wherewithal to throw a fastball, absolutely, I'll teach him a fastball. But that fastball will wear an arm out or a knuckler. You could throw that all day, every day. The only thing is your catcher is going to get a little frustrated because he doesn't know where the ball is going either. But kid who can control that knuckleball is writing his own meal ticket. And the thing about baseball is it's one of the safest sports. It's not safe, but it's safer. You can tear a hamstring, you can tear your arm, you can get hit in the face with a baseball flying at you 100 miles an hour. You can get spikes when you trip and fall into somebody's shoe. So yeah, there are some issues, but you're not hitting brute force head on, but you are taking a man on man at that plate. So I would teach my boy how to play baseball, and maybe he would someday become a great baseball player. You never know. But if that's what God's called him to be, otherwise, I'll let him be whatever God gives him talent for, and I will encourage him to develop that talent to where it's applicable in a godly manner. What I will begin pursuing is building character in that child, whether it's a man or woman, boy or girl. I will pursue building character and loving God and preparing them for this wicked world. I don't know how I would do that. Maybe that's why God hasn't given me a child yet, but I will I will try to figure it out, apply it, learn from where I fail and learn from where I did well. And hopefully that child will develop into one of the greatest soul winners you ever saw. One of the, I don't mean great in his own eyes, but great in the eyes of God. Someone who is completely sold out for God 100%. That's that would be my dream. But that's where it is. Are you going to let Are you going to let go of them and let God take care of it and grow them into the child and the man and woman that they are intended by God to be? Or are you going to try to put your own hand in there and influence them in ways that you think is right, but God does not? Every day, wake up and say, Lord, whatever you called my child to be, help me to teach them to pursue it. All right, well, that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button or like button, whichever is on the platform you're watching, on Monday through Friday on Rumble at 5:30 a.m. Pacific time. We're going through the Bible, one chapter at a time. Couple of chapters, especially in the Psalms, which are only a few verses. We're going to grab a few chapters because it would sometimes be a 5-minute program and you cannot be consistent unless it's greater than 30 minutes. So that's what we do. We have live chat during that time, so you can ask questions, you can participate. We even have guys who bring a couple of jokes every day. So, and you're welcome to contribute your own jokes. And if they don't have to be good, but if they're clean, I'll share them on the podcast. All right. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for joining me and have a great weekend. Sorry.